4 years ago, in the summer of 1949, a group of 9 respected companies came together to craft a vision of the future of America. They set upon themselves one key question: what makes America great? Is it the sweat of our brows? No. Is it the beautiful land upon which we built our homes? No. It is the ability for any man to achieve whatever he sets out to do using the tools of his great nation. Welcome to the American Dream. My name is Buddy Washington, and I will be your guide. We'll be going on a trip through time to discover the magnificent future that lies ahead with you and your guns. Soon you'll learn just how guns will be able to help you live life to the fullest. And as a special treat at the end of your tour, you'll get a sneak peek into the wondrous gun factory of tomorrow. We began with humble gunsmiths toiling away in their workshops. But a much grander future is in store for us. Press the green button in front of you, and we'll continue onward. Before we get started, we'll need to perform a brief questionnaire, a background check to gauge your eligibility to participate in the American Dream. Please select your gender. Select your skin tone. Have you handled a firearm before? Have you been convicted for any serious criminal offenses? Which is your dominant hand? Are you currently on any terrorist watch lists? Also, a word of warning. Please be aware of your surroundings while you experience the ride. You'll be waving your hands around a lot, so best not to play next to an ancient Ming vase or a full coffee pot. We want you to have a safe and fun journey. Please enjoy this brief introductory video. The home. The busy centerpiece of American life. It's where you'll find a diligent wife tending to her family's needs. Take a peek inside, and you might find her preparing her husband's favorite meal. Caring for their beautiful child. Or even taking a little extra time to make sure everything's nice and clean. Meanwhile, the husband is hard at work providing for his family. Whether he spends his days as a blue-collar worker in a bagel factory or as a young corporate manager on the rise, it's his job to bring home the bacon. On the weekends, husband does his part around the house as well. Managing finances, tending to the garden. And then finally settling down for some well-earned R&R. a delicious home-cooked meal. The kind of family everyone should aspire to be. With the kind of home everyone should want to have. This is the American dream, the perfect way of life. Press the green button in front of you to begin your journey. You may have noticed that you're carrying a pair of Carter 1912 single-action semi-automatic pistols. From the battlefield to your back pocket, the Carter 1912 will be the tool of choice for all your everyday needs. Let's see how the baby of tomorrow will learn how to use their very first gun. Before you can use the gun, you'll have to load it. Move your right gun across onto the magazine. See that magazine hanging in the air in front of you? Use it to load your gun. That's it! Nothing like the sweet sound of a magazine sliding into the gun. Now, great job! You're now armed and ready. Baby's hungry. We need to let Mommy know. Knock on the door a few times to get her attention. Oh, that tickles. Looks like you're out of bullets. Hit the orange buttons on the side of your cart to get more magazines. Hit one of the orange buttons on the side of your cart to get a magazine. You'll have to catch it when it's in the air. Hit one of the orange buttons on the side of your cart to get a magazine. You'll have to catch it when it's in the air. Hit one of the orange buttons on the side of your cart to get a magazine. You'll have to catch it when it's in the air. Hit one of the orange buttons on the side of your cart to get a magazine. You'll have to catch it when it's in the air. Hit one of the orange buttons on the side of your cart to get a magazine. You'll have to catch it when it's in the air. Hit one of the orange buttons on the side of your cart to get a magazine. You'll have to catch it when it's in the air. Hit one of the orange buttons on the side of your cart to get a magazine. You'll have to catch it when it's in the air. America. You may have noticed that you're carrying a pair of Carter 1912 single-action semi-automatic pistols. From the battlefield to your back pocket, the Carter 1912 will be the tool of choice for all your everyday needs. Let's see how the baby of tomorrow will learn how to use their very first gun. Before you can use the gun, you'll have to load it. Move your right gun across onto... That's it! Nothing like the sweet sound of a magazine sliding into the gun. Oh, that tickles. Now do the same with your left gun. Great job! You're now armed and ready. Baby's hungry. We need to let Mommy know. Knock on the door a few times to get her attention. You did it! Mommy's here, and look what she has. Looks like you're out of bullets. Hit the orange buttons on the side of your cart to get more magazines. Yum, yum! Scrumbridge Farms cold-pressed coagulated baby feed is made from 90% high-fructose corn syrup and 20% horse meat. The taste of freedom in every bite. Baby's gonna grow up big and strong in no time. Now it's time for a little quiz. We want to make sure baby is well educated as well as being a good shot. Which one of these is the triangle? You may have noticed that you're carrying a pair of Carter 1912 single-action semi-automatic pistols. From the battlefield to your back pocket, the Carter 1912 will be the tool of choice for all your everyday needs. Let's see how the baby of tomorrow will learn how to use their very first gun. Before you can use the gun, you'll have to load it. Move your right gun. That's it! Nothing like the sweet sound of a magazine sliding into the gun. Now do the same with your left gun. Great job! You're now armed and ready. Baby's hungry. We need to let Mommy know. Knock on the door a few times to get her attention. You did it! Mommy's here, and look what she has.
It's time for lunch. Open wide for the airplane.
Yum, yum. Scrumbridge Farms cold-pressed coagulated baby feed is made from 90% high-fructose corn syrup and 20% horse meat. The taste of freedom in every bite. Baby's gonna grow up big and strong in no time. Now it's time for a little quiz. We want to make sure baby is well educated as well as being a good shot. Which one of these is the triangle? Correct. Which one of these is the color red? Well done. What does 2 plus 2 equal? Well done. Which one is your favorite animal? Interesting choice. How many bullets are there in a standard Carter 1912 magazine? You got it! Who is your best friend? Excellent choice, my friend. Looks like you're out of bullets. Hit the orange buttons on the side of your cart to get more magazines. Now let's learn how to aim our guns with a bit of target practice. A gun without aim is a dangerous thing. So make sure you know what you're shooting at. Shoot down each of the targets. Hit one of the orange buttons on the side of your car to get a... Excellent! You're reloading like a champion now! Oh, those little ducklings are so cute. You should shoot them. That's it. Keep shooting those targets. By the way, did you know you can also manually eject your magazines? Perfect for when you want full control over when to reload. To eject your magazine, press the highlighted button on your controller. That's the way. I can already tell that baby's going to grow up to be a star soldier. You've now mastered the use of your trusty pistols. Remember to handle with care and use them responsibly. Safety first, kiddo. Now I know it's fun being a baby, but you'll only fit those diapers for so long. Let's move on. Press the green button and let's continue our journey. The perfect American family lives under 3 key pillars: love, pride, and guns. Let's take a look at these core values in action as a father bonds with his child. Hey, sport, let's play catch. In the future, new technologies will bring... The perfect American family lives under 3 key pillars: love, pride, and guns. Let's take a look at these core values in action as a father bonds with his child. Hey, sport, let's play catch. In the future, new technologies will bring families closer together than ever before. Smelly old baseball gloves will no longer be handed down from parent to child like a decaying shackles to a primeval past. In the future, every good God-fearing patriot will get solid, refined, American blued steel and 8 rounds of pure patriotism in each hand. Well, you know what they say. But first, you don't succeed. Just try catching the friggin' ball. It's not even that hard. I'll be taking you to Little League every weekend for years to come in no time. And you'll be training after school as well. Training hard. Happy days. In order to properly bond with the American father, you must excel in at least one sport. Otherwise, you risk a lifetime of neglect, missed Little League games, and eventual abandonment. Was amazing. This one's gonna be a bit harder. Get ready! Did you hear the joke about the baseball? It will leave you in stitches! Hear about the baseball player without children? He couldn't get to home base. You got the Skittles to explain that when you're older. I wish. I wish my dad played catch with me. His paws made it tricky, though. You might not see this one coming. Why was the baseball player drunk? He went out on a bender. Speaking of which, wonder what Ned's up to tonight. It is Tuesday, after all. In life, you have to get used to things coming out of left field. How do you know the pitcher is sick? He jerks the ball. baseball players make the best cakes. They're good at battery home. Two baseball players walk into a bar. Well, if Ned's not up for it, maybe Chuck's around. Doing great. Did you hear about the baseball player who kept turning lights on and off? He was a switch hitter. In the past, it was a sacred bonding experience to take children out hunting and teach them to use their first guns.
However, since the children of the future will grow up with guns
Right from the moment of birth, family bonding
can happen
even earlier
and in the
safe environment of the home.
America.
That was amazing. The perfect American family lives under three key pillars: love, pride, and guns. Let's take a look at these. The perfect American family lives under three key pillars: love, pride, and guns. Let's take a look at these core values in action as a father bonds with his child. Hey, sport, let's play catch. In the future, new technologies will bring families closer together than ever before. Smelly old baseball gloves will no longer be handed down from parent to child like a decaying shackle to a primeval past. In the future, every good God-fearing patriot will get solid, refined, American blued steel, and 8 rounds of pure patriotism in each hand. That's one sport. What are the rules in zebra baseball? 3 stripes and you're out. The baseball stadium, the coolest place to be.
Because it's
Full of fans. In order to properly bond with the American father, you must excel in at least one sport. Otherwise, you risk a lifetime of neglect, missed Little League games, and eventual abandonment. You're my kid, all right. You might not see this one coming. Did you hear the joke about the baseball? It will leave you in stitches. Was ballistic. Hear about the baseball player without children? He couldn't get to home base. I'll explain that one when you're older. Knock that one out of the park. Why was the baseball player drunk? He went out on a bender. Speaking of which, wonder what Ned's up to tonight. It is Tuesday after all. I wish my dad played catch with me. His paws made it tricky, though. This ball is a little shiny. The ball. Knock that one out of the park. Why do baseball players make the best cakes? They're good at battered up. In the past, it was a sacred bonding experience to take children out hunting and teach them to use
their first guns. However,
since the children of the future will grow up
with guns
right from the moment of birth, family bonding can happen even earlier and in the safe environment of the home. You're on fire. 2 baseball players walk into a bar. Football. I have to warn you, this ball is a little shiny. You have no idea how much self-control it takes not to chase. Nice ball handling, kiddo. I I just know you'll make a crack shot
Marksman when you're older.
I guess the apple doesn't get shot down too far from the tree. High five! Whoa there! That's a strong high five you got there. I want to break your old man's wrist, do you, hero?
As you now see,
Guns can create new, exciting experiences for the entire family unit, making them even stronger than the families of yesteryear. They can all share in the Patriot experience and have fun whilst keeping everyone safe. An armed family is a happy family.
What's all that noise in there? Did you get into your father's naughty magazine collection again? This room is a treasure. Clean this instant or you're grounded.
Forget that old relic. We live in a post-broom world. You don't need a broomstick when you have a boomstick. Instead of sweeping up like some kind of Neanderthal, use your guns to get Mom off our back. See all those items scattered on the ground? You'll need to put them back in their plates. Don't you point that thing at me. Squeaky clean, even better than new. Those bullet casings scattered on the floor, that's called interior design.
Ah, that's looking much nicer. Great work. Let's get these curtains open and let in some fresh air. This window would sure make a great sniping vantage point.
Here at the American Dream, you can use your hard-earned dollars to trial the latest and greatest in firearms technology. First up, we have the Simpson M1905, a high-powered bolt-action rifle. This versatile tool was the standard issue rifle for the U.S. military in World War I, and is still used to this day. While only capable of firing one shot at a time, what the Simpson lacks in rate of fire, it certainly makes up for in range. All this and more can be yours for the low price of $9.99. Sure, you could spend that money on
candy.
but did you know that candy is a serious choking hazard that kills hundreds of innocent children every year? Hold up. Before you can purchase that gun, you'll need to pass the mandatory 3-day waiting period. Just kidding. In the future, we will have abolished all state and federal laws around new gun waiting periods. This means that all Americans will be able to get as many guns as they want, whenever they want. God forbid the government would make us wait to get our hands on something we were born to own.
Congratulations! The Simpson rifle is yours. Pick it up with your dominant hand. Feels good, doesn't it? You'll also need an extra... Ah, the Kruger has jammed. Good thing we strapped a hand to it so it can still have a use. Those Europeans just can't do anything without us. A tool to operate the rifle. This here is the Kruger 1898. This ludicrous over-engineered pistol has the stopping power of a pea thrown by an anemic child. Thankfully, our American scientists have added some modifications to make the Kruger useful again. It now comes equipped with a hand apparatus, allowing you to pick up and handle certain objects. To load the gun, you'll first need to cock the rifle. Use your hand gun to pull the bolt up and back. Once the rifle has been cocked, you...
What's all that noise? Did you get into your father's movie making? This room is a travesty. Clean this instant or you're grounded.
Forget that old relic. We live in
In a post-broom world.
You don't need a broomstick when you have a squeaky clean, even better than new.
Those bullet
Casey
casings.
scattered on the floor. That's called interior design.
Ah, that's looking much nicer. Great work, honey. Let's get these curtains open and let in some fresh air. This window would sure make a great sniping vantage point.
Here at the American Dream, you can use your hard-earned dollars to try
Now the latest and
greatest in firearms technology. First off, we have the Simpson,
M1905.
a high-powered bolt-action rifle.
This versatile tool
Was the standard issue rifle
for the U.S. military in
World War I, and is still used to this day.
day. While only
Capable of firing one shot
shot at a time,
what the Simpson lacks in rate of fire
it
certainly makes up for in range. All this and more can be yours for the low price of $9.99. Sure, you could spend that money on candy, but did you know that candy is a serious choking hazard that kills hundreds of innocent children every year? Hold up. Before
you can purchase that
gun, you'll need to pass the mandatory 3-day waiting period. Ha! Just kidding. In the future, we will have abolished all state and federal laws around new gun waiting periods.
This means that all Americans
Americans will be able to get as many guns as
they want whenever they want.
God forbid the government would make us wait to get our hands on something we were born to own. Congratulations! The Simpson rifle is yours. Pick it up with your dominant hand. Feels good, doesn't it? You'll also need an
Extra tool to operate the rifle.
Oh, the Kruger has jammed. Good thing we strapped a hand to it so it can still have a use. Those Europeans just can't do anything without us. This here is the Kruger 1898. This ludicrous over-engineered pistol has the stopping power of a pea thrown by an anemic child. Thankfully, our American scientists have added some modifications to make the Kruger useful again. It now comes equipped with a hand apparatus, allowing you to pick up and handle certain objects. To load the gun, you'll first need to cock the rifle. Use your hand gun to pull the bolt up and back. Once the rifle has been cocked, use your handgun to pick up the magazine on the right-hand side of the cot and push it into the underside of the rifle. Great! Now push the bolt back into place and you're good to go. Nice work. You're locked and loaded. Why don't we give our new toy a whirl? Let's go over to the window and do some shooting. I think those targets just insulted your mother. What are you going to do about it? Reaching up to 2,850 yards, it's the perfect instrument for tasks that require a little more reach. This model is also equipped with a premium high-precision optical lens for greater firing accuracy. No target is going to escape your sights with this baby. Remember, the Simpson must be cocked after each shot. Bullseye! Bullseye! Great shot! Nicely done. Great shot, kiddo! Great shot, kiddo! Oh, hey, it's your next-door neighbors, the Barrett twins. I've seen you looking wistfully towards your crush. Knock on the window of the one you like, and I'll show you how guns can help navigate the treacherous pathways of teenage romance. Ah, Taylor. She's a real cutie, isn't she? Looks like you got her attention. Are you sure that's the choice you want to go with? Excellent. Hey, is that Mr. Cinnamon? Get out of the way, you stupid cat. Taylor will now hold up a question, and you can shoot to select your response. With conversation cut down to the bare essentials, chatting up your teenage crush has never been easier. Ah, young love. Such a beautiful thing. Look who's got a date this weekend. With your natural charms and that gun by your side, you're sure to win Taylor over. However, there's more to romance than cracking a good joke and having a clean room, as we'll soon find out. Today is July the 4th, marking the date that our founding fathers signed the Declaration of Independence and heralded the dawn of a new age of freedom, liberty, and justice. It was said that this day ought to be solemnized with pomp and parade, with shows, games, sports, guns, bells, bonfires, and illuminations. We intend to uphold that sacred tradition, which is why you're going with Taylor to the Independence Day Carnival for your very first date. Look, here she is now.
So good to see you again.
A wide range
I've been
of
looking forward
activities
to
for
this
you
all
and Taylor
week.
to enjoy.
Let's go check out the target shooting.
Step up, roll up, come one, come all. Put your marksmanship to the test and win a prize for that special someone. You there. You look like a crack shot. Come on down. The rules are simple. You have 5 shots to hit as many of the bottles as possible to earn points. Capiche?
This sounds like so much fun.
Nice shooting! On to the next round. You've sure got some stopping power. You've sure got some stopping power. Nice shooting. On to the next round. Great shot. You know there's no prize for hitting the space between the bottles, right? Do we need to get some bigger targets? You sure showed that pin who's boss. Hey, you're a natural. We got commies here. Fresh commies. Ready to be dunked. Hey, you there. Yes, that young patriot and your cute date. Where's my seeker? To play this game, you'll need to shoot the target and dunk our comrade here into the drink. Thoroughly embarrassing him and ruining his reputation for being dry. Let's get to it.
I've already been allocated enough water for today.
That's how we do it in the West.
It's not easy being great. Imperialist pig.
slip, communist!
Where's my seeker? Where's my seeker? Imperialist pig!
Did you get lost on your way to the bread line?
I've already been allocated enough water for today. I've already been allocated enough water for today.
Great job. He didn't know what hit him. You've earned yourself a prize. Hey, can we play Dunk Mr. Cinnamon next?
Oh, it's adorable. Thank you. Oh, I'm having such a wonderful time with you. I hope you're having fun too. Why don't we get some cotton candy?
Hey there. Here you'll get to use your gun to make your own candy floss, just like our ancestors made this country. What? You expect me to do it for you? This is Independence Day, damn it! Be independent!
That looks so yummy. Would you mind if I had a taste? Oh, that was delicious. Thank you.
Things seem to be going well, champion. Why don't we end this date with a bang? Every year on the 4th of July, patriots light up the sky with fireworks as a reflection of glorious America shining bright amongst the stars. And I assure you, it's no coincidence that the fireworks are loaded with gunpowder. Our freedom was won with gunpowder, so you can bet we're gonna celebrate with it too. I'll let you do the honors. Light up those fireworks, sit back, and enjoy the show. Bonus, this will give you any kind of
I've never seen anything so amazing.
for giving us the space to make gunpowder.
Just need to appreciate what a free society we live in.
These stars, how appropriate.
Thank you for today. I've had so much fun. You're very sweet. Let's see each other again sometime.
Hey, I think she likes you. And you seem to be packing some heat for her, too. Hopefully you two will end up loving each other just as much as we all love America. For the next stage, we'll once again unholster our faithful Carter 1912 pistols. Grab them and we'll... The teenage years, a time of curiosity, discovery, and growth. It is at this ripe age that American boys and girls begin to enter the workforce and learn how to provide for themselves. In order to become productive members of society, future generations need to be equipped with more than just high-powered firearms. They need the strong work ethic
And a can-do attitude
that defines us
as
Americans. You've taken on your first part-time. Ensure that both sides of the patty are cooked evenly. However, you need to be careful not to leave them on the grill for too long, or else they could burn. Our master burger artisan, L.E. Bird, is on the other
Side of the grill.
turning your patties into fast food masterpieces. Shoot the patty to flip it. Burgers, the
Cornerstone.
of any nutritious breakfast. That burger was a bit raw. If a customer gets food poisoning, poor
Earl is gonna have
to
to.
mop up the mess. The only way
To get the secret.
family recipe from Old Cut. Once each burger has been assembled, press the Order Up button so that your coworker can deliver the burgers to our eager customers. Colonel Heston will be to take it from his cold, dead hands. But I can reveal to you today that the key ingredients are simply a dash of bullet shrapnel and a splash of pubescent perspiration. You know what goes well with burgers? Freedom! Burger up! That is a tasty burger. Oh, that patty is starting to burn.
Calorie package, sir.
Oh, that patty is starting to burn.
Fresh heart attack coming up. Thank you for dining at Heston's Family Restaurant.
Serving that secret
Stuff to freedom's finest 24 grueling, sweaty hours a day.
That oil's popping a fair bit. Someone could get hurt.
Thank you for dining at Heston's Family Restaurant. Serving that sacred stuff to freedom's finest 24 grueling, sweaty hours a day. Oh man, I'm definitely getting fired.
That is a tasty burger. I can see my reflection in Earl's forehead. Slick.
Thank you for dining at Heston's Family Restaurant. Serving that sacred stuff to freedom's finest 24 grueling, sweaty hours a day. Burger up. Whoops! I dropped the burger!
If it were up to me, the patties would be made with fresh cat meat. But hey. The queue of burgers is getting long. Hit the Order Up button to tell Earl to
Get those burgers moving.
That patty is on fire.
Please, no, this thing does fantastic!
Doctors may tell you that smoking is good for you, but it's probably not good for that.
Patty.
The American fast food experience can be likened to the firing of a bullet. The food comes out fast, enters the body of the customer, and then exits shortly afterwards at extreme velocity. Speedy taste satisfaction is just the pull of the proverbial trigger away.
Thank you for dining at Heston's Family Restaurant.
Burger.
Serving
Well
that
done.
sacred stuff to freedom's finest
Perfectly
24
cooked
grueling
burger.
20 hours
Well
a day.
When frying a patty, you want it to be cooked just right.
Not
Too raw, but not burnt either. Be careful not to burn yourself on the grill. Safety first. That burger was a bit raw. If a customer gets food poisoning, poor Earl is gonna have to mop up the mess. The queue of burgers is getting long. Hit the order up button to tell Earl to get those burgers moving.
Oh no, I dropped another one. Oh man, Mr. Heston's gonna kill me. Another burger coming up.
Time's up. Great job. Our customers
have packed out at least.
double their weight since entering. You've earned a whopper load of dough there, trooper. Remember, in America, the keys to success are a big smile, a big wad of cash, and a big gun. You're most of the way there.
So keep it up.
The queue of burgers is getting long. Hit the order up button to tell Al to get those burgers moving.
Too bad for Earl, though.
Due to his subpar performance, he'll be getting some personal discipline.
Discipline from Mr. Heston.
You know what they say? This prom night, the twilight of your teenage years. Prom night and the end of high school education marks a point when teenagers are finally released from their shackles and become free to experience the freedoms this nation has to offer to its dear citizens. However, we must remember that those freedoms weren't granted to us. They were won with American
bravery,
steel, and blood. This year's
prom theme
is the American Revolution. Remember when the British tyrants gripped the throat of liberty and we bravely fought them off our sacred soil? It was pretty great, huh? Just like our courageous militiamen and their brilliant leaders, you will be venturing forth into the field of battle to fight for your right to party. You invited your high school sweetheart, Taylor, to the prom, and she said yes. From what I hear, plenty of other boys asked her, but she chose you in the end.
Oh, hey there. Glad you could make it, partner.
And there she is. Isn't she beautiful? You look pretty dashing yourself, might I say. How about we get a photo of the lovely couple? Give us your best action pose. 3, 2, 1. Say liberty. Oh, yes. Say hello to my little friends. Meet the Gunnies. Oh, no. It seems like the photo was too dark. Let's try that again with the flash. Give us another pose. 3, 2, 1. Say, overthrowing the tyrannical British hordes. Ah, beautiful photo. You two just might make prom king and queen.
Hey, let's go dance.
Taylor's calling you over to dance. Never mind that you've never danced in your life. With your guns on the dance floor, you're sure to blow away the crowd. Let's have a practice round. Watch her and mirror each of her moves. Raise your left hand above your head. Good. Now extend your right hand to the side. prom night, the twilight of your teenage years.
Prom night and the end of high school education marks a point when teenagers are finally released from their shackles and become free
to experience the freedoms this nation has to offer
to its dear citizens. However,
we must remember that those
freedoms weren't granted to us. They were won
with American bravery,
steel, and
blood. This year's prom theme is the American Revolution. Remember when the British tyrants gripped the throat of liberty and we bravely fought them up our sacred sword? It was pretty great, huh? Just like our courageous militiamen and their brilliant leaders, you will be
venturing forth into the field of battle to
fight for your right
to party.
You invited your high school sweetheart, Taylor, to the prom. And she said yes. From what I hear, plenty of other boys asked her, but she chose you in the end.
Oh, hey there. Glad you could make it, partner.
And there she is. Isn't she beautiful?
You look pretty
dashing yourself, might I say. How about we get a photo of the lovely couple? Give us your best action pose. 3, 2, 1. Say liberty. Oh, yes. Say hello to my little friends. Meet the Goonies.
It seems like
the photo was too dark. Let's try that again with the flash. Give us another pose. 3, 2, 1. Say, overthrowing the tyrannical British hordes. Beautiful photo. You two just might make prom king and queen.
Hey, let's go dance.
Taylor's calling you over to dance. Never mind that you've never danced in your life. With your guns on the dance floor, you're sure to blow away the crowd. Let's have a practice round. Watch her and mirror each of her moves. Raise your left hand above your head. Good. Now extend your right hand to the side. Great! That's the way. You're a natural. Practice time is over. Let's get to the real thing. She won't wait for you anymore, so do your best to keep up.
You ready? Come on, Snake. Let's rattle.
Hey, isn't that last year's prom king Rex George? What's he doing here? Hey, Dolly, why don't you leave that Saturday Night Special over there and let me show you how real prom king dances? That nosebleed is trying to show off to Taylor. That son of a gun is cruising for a bruising. He has some mean moves, but he doesn't have a pair of Carter 1912s. You there! I challenge you to a dance-off. Taylor, my dear, step back and watch as I razz your berries. We cannot let him trample on our honor. It's time to duel. Prom style. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, dance. Wow, that was incredible. You're the coolest. You shot him straight down. That'll teach him to mess with a certified gunslinger like yourself. It looks like they're about to announce the prom king and queen. This year's prom king and queen are you!
Hooray! We did it!
Congratulations! Like the heroes of old, you have defeated the tyrannical rulers, freeing the people and paving way for a dance floor where all men are created equal. What a lovely evening. Let us recap the lessons we've learned tonight. Firstly, you never know when tyranny may strike, and we must always be ready. Secondly, it takes strength to overthrow tyranny, and guns give us the strength we need. When our honor and liberty is at stake, shoot first and ask questions later. You don't win wars with words. You win them with genuine American blued steel. As we forge onward towards the future, it's important to know where we've come from. Let's turn back the clock for a moment, look into the history of the beloved gun. It all began when some Chinese folks discovered gunpowder and used it in these ridiculous-looking hand cannons. I'd like to see you conceal carry one of those. Some stuff happened over in Europe, but nobody really cares about that. What matters is the gun eventually made its way to the shores of our sacred land. Turns out rifles were pretty useful for taking out the redcoats in the Revolutionary War. And so from the freshly smoking barrel of a gun, the United States of America was born. In the years that followed, the American people flourished, set about establishing systems that would position us as the most resourceful nation in the world. We invented high-precision machines that automated and sped up the rate of production of goods like never before. This process was called the American System of Manufactures, but later was simplified to manufacturing. completion of high school, young Americans' priorities shift from ball sports and awkward adolescent canoodling to the pursuit of work and money. And a capitalist system you're free to make your own money, meaning you live, die, or buy expensive cars based on your merits and ability to sell people things they don't need at
outrageous prices.
A steady income allows you to pay for basic needs such as food, shelter, and high-powered firearms. That's why you've taken up a job as a car wash attendant to help our fellow citizens
Keep their
vehicles shiny and squeaky clean. For this job, we'll require a bit more firepower than we've been used to. Introducing the Johnson submachine gun.
first deployed in
1918 for use in trench warfare. This gun also saw frequent use by friendly neighborhood gangsters to uphold street justice. The fully automatic Johnson is capable of firing
250
green bullets at a rate of 1,200 rounds per minute, making it perfect for heavy-duty cleaning tasks such as washing cars,
trimming stray
nose hairs, and garden maintenance. First, hit the illuminated button on your card to get a new magazine.
That's the way.
Sensational! Your gun is loaded and ready to rumble! Nothing's gonna stand
Stand in the way of you and your Johnson.
Let's test out this baby's firepower with a bit of target practice. The SMG is a fully automatic weapon, meaning you can hold down the trigger and it will continue to fire as long as there are bullets
Bullets in the magazine. Try taking out all the targets.
in one sweeping motion. Nice work. You're on a kill streak. Now that you're acquainted with your new tool,
Let's put it to use.
you'll be earning minimum wage. But the good news is, you don't have to work a minimum number of hours. The clients of the Winchester Car Wash are busy doing their part in the capitalist machine and can only stop by for a short time. Luckily, our trusty weapons jerk can be used to blast all the dirt from their cars before they move on. If you can shoot it off fast enough, that is. But if you do
Completely clean a car, you'll get a nice.
pay bonus. Great!
That car's looking good as new.
Great! That car's looking good as new. Great! That car's looking good as new. Great! That car's looking good as new. Great! That car's looking good as new.
In the industry,
There is a technique known as tactical reloading, where users will eject the magazine manually and reload early to anticipate.
future actions.
This is also referred to as pro strats or elite skills. Great! That car
Car's looking good as new.
don't stop. Excellent work. Looks like it's just about time to wrap up with a... Oh God! Your stupid coworker has turned on the hose and it's out of control. God, it's a deluge! That hose
This is
is
called a 60mm
nozzle.
capable of producing a whopping
1,200 kilopascals of water pressure. Don't let that clean, fresh water touch you. There's not even any sugar in it. I have no idea what that means.
but the only way
Way we're gonna stop it is to match its might with the strength of our fully automatic Johnson SMG. Time to dawdle. You're the only one with a gun. Time to use it.
lives are on the line. Turn off.
That hose. Watch out for the water pepper spray. Remember to shoot red things. Barrels, levers, taps. Those taps are red. You should definitely shoot the hell out of that. You did it! We're saved! All in a day's work. As you now see, guns are invaluable tools in the workplace. They improve productivity by at least 300% and can also be used to defuse dangerous situations. And I think the liberals wanted workplaces to be gun-free zones. Huh. No wonder they never get anything done. Remember, the only thing that stops a bad hose is a good guy with a gun. Let's head to the next stage. Can you smell that? The unmistakable aroma which fills the soul with passion enough to start wars and topple nations. No, it's not me. It's love. You see, when two Americans love one another very much, there comes a time when they carry out the age-old tradition of the romantic dinner and proposal. First, the couple finds a decent but affordable restaurant to wine and dine. When the moment is right, one lover pulls out an expensive piece of metal and asks the other for their hand in marriage. If things go well, they get married and live happily ever after. If not, then it's quite awkward for quite a while. Welcome to La Barretta, where meals are shot fresh out of Nonna Barretta's kitchen. Whilst the proper American diet consists of burgers and milkshakes, this occasion calls for something more exotic. That's right, we're going to have Italian hamburgers and milkshakes.
So good to see you, dear.
How was your day?
Don't you point that thing at me.
That's wonderful. This is such a nice place you found. It's very romantic.
Buongiorno, it's me, Stevan. Welcome to La Barretta. You two are looking stunning tonight. And I can tell by the way that you have been banging your pistols on the table that you are ready to eat. Please take a look at the many options of our menu. I'm sure you will choose something befitting this exquisite occasion. The deluxe or the banquet. I'm legally obliged to tell you that the 5 people were sent to the emergency room after ordering that. Though you look like you have the constitution to handle it. I'll be back with your entree in a momento. While we're waiting, let me explain proper gun etiquette at the dining table. In front of you, you'll find several utensils, each for a different part of your course. Simply use the gun starting from the outside and work inwards with each dish, smallest to largest. We want to impress Taylor, so let's deploy our best table manners
and show her
that you aren't some
kind of
ignorant savage. Your entree, a fine Sicilian salad served with a sweet vinegar. You enjoy my amazing. Remember that you move towards the plate with each consecutive meal.
That was simply divine.
You go from the
Honey,
small gun
can
to
you
the
call the
big
waiter
gun.
to let him know we're done?
How can we get his attention? You know what might get that waiter's attention? Repeatedly ringing that bell in a highly irritating fashion. To the heavens that everything was satisfactory. Let me clear the table for you. In Italy, we use our hands. However, this is America. I will be back shortly with your next dish. I guess those Europeans are good for more than just feeding the gun economy. They provide a decent feed at the dinner table, too. Next up, we have a dish specially prepared for Lucky society, we use the appropriate gun for the appropriate dish. Please enjoy.
Whoa.
How can we get his attention? I
trust that Emile was just as
fantastic as your fashion sense. Wait. God damn it, we got the worst table in the restaurant. You see, a savvy American always sits in a corner to give them a full view of the area so that they are ready to shoot down any would-be attackers. They're offering a $5 discount for sitting at an unsafe table.
But
I'd say safety is priceless. The next dish is a Sardinian delicacy, Kazur Marzu, perhaps the finest cheese on the planet. Wait, you're telling me it's better than American cheese? Honestly, I can't take you anywhere. By the beard of Lincoln! Maggots! Horrifying! This is why you should only eat American cheese, which contains no actual cheese but a whole load of
wonderful things
like patriotism, reconstituted dairy, and rubber. Also, that real stuff is likely to give you weird cheese dreams.
Oh, darling. You're my weird cheese dream.
Okay, that's enough about dreams. How can we get his attention? You know what might get that waiter's attention? Repeatedly ringing that bell in a highly irritating fashion. With the delight, see? You wretch with a pure joy.
I knew you would love it
From the moment you deliberately chose it from the menu. Now I hope you'll leave her some room. And if not, just wait for the nuggets to wriggle down into your intestines. I will fetch your dessert. The final course of our signature dessert, served in Russian style, I present to you Nonna Barretta's famous spicy chocolate truffle. The truffle is infused with the Calabrian demon chilies, wrenched from the ninth circle of hell itself. Their capsaicinoid concentration is so up at the charge that they actually melt the Scoville scale, consuming death controls the bleeding gums, hallucinations, eternal third-degree burns, and profuse rectal hemorrhaging.
Now we got ourselves a game. You and me.
One of the chambers in that revolver contains the trophy. Fire the gun into your mouth, and if you're lucky, you'll get a load of Nonna Barretta's hot love. Put the gun in your mouth.
Put an empty chamber in that gun.
Quit hogging that gun. Put it back on the plate. Go on, pick up the revolver. Diddy Mao. Put that gun in your mouth. Put that gun in your mouth. I will spend the rest
of my days.
praying that you enjoy your meal tonight. Here is the bill, senor. Oh, dear. Yes. Very good, senora. When I said I wanted a tip, I didn't mean one with a hollow point. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you for tonight, honey. I've had such a wonderful time.
Things are looking good. Let's set the stage for the big question. Why don't you try picking Taylor's favorite song from the jukebox? Things are looking good. Let's set the stage for the big... Good. Now catch it with your handgun. Don't you point that thing at me. Things are looking good. Let's set the stage for the big question. Why don't you try picking Taylor's favorite song from the jukebox?
That's our song! You really know how to make a girl feel special.
Time to seal the deal. Taylor. I believe my friend here has a proposal for you.
Yes,
I will marry you.
I love you.
Hooray! She said yes. Fire the gun in her hand and pop that
Engagement ring on.
Hey, so So my parents are out of town for the weekend. How about we swing over to my place for the night?
Oh, Taylor's invited you to her house. Let's go. You ask? Where did you come from? Well, that's quite a long story. You see, you were produced by a method called sexual intercourse. Now, the ratings board wouldn't want me going into nitty-gritty details, but I'll try to explain it in simplified terms that you can understand. To create a baby, we need a sperm cell and an egg. Think of the sperm cell as a bullet and the egg as its target. The shooter will position themselves to fire a barrage of bullets towards the target. And even though it may take the shooter many attempts, and they might have to wait until the target is in the right mood to be shot at, the shooter will eventually penetrate the target with one of their bullets. This